evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Luxury Paint Stadium for our NPL men's game tonight. The game is between Lions FC and Gold Coast United. Team tonight for Lions, number 3, Jackson Phillips. Number 4, Hassan Ramazani. Number 5, Tommy Joe. Number 6, Patrick Benton. Number 7, Rio Ono. Number 8, Jesse Ridley. Number 9, Andy Physicality. Number 10, Joey Duckworth. Number 15, Fletch McDonald. Number 17, Ivan Ozzie. And number 19, Luke Borean. Substitute tonight for Lions, number 1, Aidan Mumford. Number 11, Nathan Shepherd. Number 14, Novak Fletch. Number 16, Jake Bullock-Manette. Number 18, Dominic Forward. And number 20, Jean Carlos Sorosna. Coach for Lions, Darren Hassan. Assistant coach, Peter Gaffney. And manager, John Vidal. Team tonight for Gold Coast. Hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Gold Coast United and Lions FC.
Good evening and happy Easter, everyone. Whether you're sitting down to dinner, working off a hefty lunch, or feeling the effects of copious amounts of chocolate, we're very pleased to have your company for this NPL blockbuster from the Sunshine State. I'm James Coughlin here in the commentary booth as Lions FC hosts Gold Coast United at Luxury Paint Stadium, and it's all coming your way exclusively on FQTV. Heading into round 6 East with the 2 early season pace setters. However, after yesterday's results, the winner has the opportunity to take sole possession of the league lead. And as the players make their way out onto the pitch, we are going to pause momentarily for a moment's silence for Paul Templeton. A life member here at Lions, passed away on Thursday. Made a significant contribution. Oh, we're not going to have the moment's silence, I beg your pardon. But we'll quickly say our thoughts are with the family of Paul Templeton. He made significant contributions to the club during Lions' era in the NSL. Players will make their way around, and we might actually have the moment's silence now, as apologies for the confusion. However, while we do get the coin toss with the 2 captains, might just wait for some guidance from Sue, the ground announcer. But if you are watching from interstate, it has been a beautiful day here in Brisbane, and it looks like it will continue tonight with this evening's weather. About 24 degrees, 34% humidity, and just a mild breeze from the west-southwest. And we will have the moment's silence now. Vale Paul Templeton. All right, let's run through the lineups very, very quickly. And the big surprise for Lions, as you may have already seen, the goalkeeper, Luke Borean, makes his first NPL start for the club since the 2021 grand final win over Olympic. Number 3, Jackson Hart-Phillips. 4, Hashan Ramazani. 5, Tommy Jarrett. 6, Matt Rydenton. 7, Rio Ono. 8, Jesse Rigby. 9, Andy Pengelly. 10, Joe Duckworth. 15, Fletcher McDonald. And 17, Ivan Ozzie. For Gold Coast, it is a full-strength side at Grey Pittock's disposal. The goalkeeper, Carlos Saliadare. Number 2, Seb Scaroni. 4, Blake Thompson. 5, Nick Cowburn. 6, Liam Golding. 7, Justin Mackay. 8, Riley Thompson-King. 9, Kai Tapaldo. 11, Nick Panetta. 15, Lockie Remmers. And 17, Mitch Nichols. And it will be Gold Coast going from left to right on your screen. However, you're tuning in on FQTV, and what better way to spend Easter Sunday than watching some football? Fairly decent crowd amassing on the deck. Here we go, Lions, Gold Coast United. The visitors look long early. See the last 5 results for Lions. A couple of draws early on, but since then they've been incredibly strong. Big win in the Brisbane Classico, a win away to the Raw, and then in their last NPL outing, it was a 3-1 win over Penn Power, where Power had 2 players dismissed to red cards. Meanwhile, Gold Coast United, that pretty much sums up how their season has gone thus far. Clean sheet, clean sheet. Goal conceded from a penalty. Clean sheet, clean sheet. The best defensive record in the NPL, but Gold Coast defence will be put to the test with fairly strong Lions attacking lineup. To contest now. Ivan Ozzie loses possession, and Gold Coast looking to shift it quickly out to the left. Overlapping run now from Cowburn. Exchanging passes with Nichols. Now all the way back for Panetta. On the halfway line, it's Blake Thompson, one of the ever-presents. Skipping past the challenge of Ono, but eventually breaking through was Panetta, and just a bit too far ahead of Mitch Nichols, that pass. How about that for a view as well, with the setting sun in the background. And Nichols clips that into the box, and Borean comfortably claimed. Borean did start one cup game, but in the league this is his first action back, the line on his chest since 2021 Grand Final. Spent last season over at Strikers. One of the more unique characters in the competition, Luke Borean. However, his opposite number, Carlos Salidare, will not be called on, as Donald was dispossessed and can't retrieve possession back. And here's Gold Coast on the break. King forward and flicked on by Tapaldo, feeding Mackay on the edge of the box, and that left-footed shot rolls into the welcoming grasp of the Lions custodian. Ramazani keeps it moving out for Hart-Phillips. Duckworth thought about feeding in Aussie, but still wanted to play it back. Lions just happy to hold on to possession at the moment. Ramazani, Rigby, Rydenton. The R's combining. Out wide for Rio Ono. McDonald with the low ball towards the spot and cleared away by Scaroni. Lines into Lacey to the Gold Coast box again. And his pass is picked off, but he regathers it and gets it out for Aussie. Behind Hart Phillips. Rigby through the channel. Here's Pengelly teeing up Aussie for the shot. And Ivan Aussie just can't direct that one on target, but a warning sign for Gold Coast United as we go to the replay. Rigby threading the needle behind Mackay there, and just pass feathered through for Aussie. And as he hit that, he was just leaning back a little bit. And Saliadare restarts play. Thompson, Scaroni, it's Mackay, turns back, Rim is switching it over for Golding. Some fairly blunt direction coming from the Gold Coast bench. Pressure on Nick Cowburn, just causing the misplaced pass. Thompson King making the run, and this pass picks out Nichols as he tries to create a bit of space for a shot from the top of the D, blocked away by Lyons, and Aussie can't fashion a counter-attack. Thompson King lunging to keep that one in. Thompson over to his partner in crime, Golding. Clip forward for Nichols, who feeds in to Paldo first time. Driving towards the byline, but Lions defence holds out as McDonald tries to escape the attention of the Gold Coast striker. But possession for the hosts is only fleeting. Quick into play from Gold Coast, and Paldo is fouled in perfect shooting range if someone from the visitors wants to take it on. Seb Scaroni addressing the ball, as does Thompson, and also Panetta. Four-man wall being set up by Borean, directing Ono. It does seem to favour the right foot of Panetta or Scaroni. I think it will be the holding midfielder to take on the responsibility. It's Scaroni with the bending effort, but can't bend it enough, and it flies over Borean's goal. Squeeze in this replay. Back to live action now, as Borean just played it short for Ramazani, and now it's over with Tommy Jarrod. Searching ball, unable to find Ivan Aussie, but it does find the corner. As you can see the football display on top of the car park entrance here at Luxury Paint Stadium. will be Rydenton taking the corner. Swinging effort towards the back post. A Lions player did wind up on the ground. It was Pengelly. It's over for Duckworth. Through for Aussie. He's been busy in the first 10 minutes as he tries to square it across the face of goal. Duckworth sending it all the way back for Ramazani, who launches it first time, and it's a perfectly weighted pass to pick out Rydenton. He calls it towards the back post, and just half a metre too tall for Andy Pengelly. Curling effort, unable to pick out the Lions marksman, who's experienced plenty of success in his time in the NPL. I saw a stat during the week. I'll credit Cameron Atfield from the Brisbane Times with this one. 150 goals in 146 senior matches for Andy Pengelly. An impressive NPL resume, no matter which way you carve it out. And Gold Coast claiming they have the throw-in, and that was the opinion of our referee, Mr. Tom Fell. He's assisted by Vicky Clark and also Ronan Mena. Handed on by Mackay. Key figure of Ivan Aussie. It'll be Rydenton to resume play. Jared out wide for McDonald. Ono making a run in front. Instead he'll drive into the centre of the pitch. Duckworth exchanging passes with Ono. Joe Duckworth off that left foot, blocked away. Down goes Rigby. Much Scaroni could have done about that one, but foul was a foul. You can see the well-organised defence of Gold Coast United set up to try and stifle the Lions' attack. Kept a clean sheet in 7 of their 10 matches in all competitions this season, which is perhaps even more impressive when you consider 2 of the games they conceded in came in the Kappa Pro Series at the start of the year. I don't want to call that a pre-season tournament because it's not. It's more competitive matches for sides to play. Borian. Nichols bearing down on him. Over for Jared. And Ono is looking like he's going to find a bit of space with the deflected header off Remers. Rio Ono. He'll play it through as a pair of Lions players were there, including Duckworth, and he squares it to the top of the 6-yard box, and it was only white shirts there. Ono gets a shot away, calls for a handball against a new acquisition for Lions, but nothing doing. Hart Phillips very close to Thompson King. And Duckworth looking to close down Golding, but he's able to get it away, but only as far as McDonald. Lions looking to turn up the heat. Now Aussie, he's switched over to the far side and he'll drive for the byline to create a bit of space. He'll cut back. Shot taken on Rydenton and blocked away by Golding. And McDonald is able to shepherd that one out for a corner. And as they set up this corner, you can see the shot there from Rydenton, blocked by the opposite number 6. McDonald just holding out Pineda long enough for the whole of the ball to cross the whole of the line, as it is written in the rules. Duckworth to take on the responsibility for this corner as left foot, another in-swinging delivery towards the top of the 6-yard box. Saliadare might have gotten a hand to that. And I think he did because it is a Lions throw-in. Drills it out for Duckworth. Flipped forward trying to find Pengelly, who can only send that one onto the roof of the car park. Possibly causing a few nervous glances from anyone in the crowd who might have parked up there. Quarter of an hour played so far, and Ivan Ozzie has had the best chance to break the deadlock, but nothing doing so far. Ramazani gets his head to that. Duckworth wants it back for Jared. Oh no. Time for Calburn. Thought about sending it long, but instead centres it for Thompson. Ramazani almost lost his footing. He's a skidding pass from Borean that can only find Remmers, but Ono was able to put himself in the passing lane. Saliadare launches it. Touch from Ramazani. He can only find Mackay, who waits his pass to pick up to Paldo. Pineda trying to feed in Nichols. He's storming down the touchline as Remmers is giving him a little bit of space. First time hit from Aussie, and it's deflected out off the Gold Coast fullback. Ramazani. Olin trying to find Pengelly, who's marshalled effectively by Golding. Pengelly clips it out wide for Ono. Lions just happy to cycle the ball through in possession as it stands. Denton in space. Ono making a run in front. Instead decides to go out for Rigby, who is put under a little bit of pressure and causes a loose pass. Thompson King to close down the Lions defender slash midfielder. I'll use that term because, well, at the moment he's lining up as a midfielder, but as we've seen across his time in the NPL, Jesse Rigby also an adept central defender, especially when in a back three. There's Remmers for Nichols, and Gold Coast with a chance to enjoy a bit of a spell in possession. Gold Coast this season only averaging about 45% of possession in their matches. Happy to put plenty of faith in that very strong back line. It's plenty of experience. Well, you could say nobody on the pitch has more experience than number 17, Mitch Nichols. Going out for McDonald. Thompson with another interception, as the passing just hasn't quite been as sharp as we've seen at times from either side. New passes are just kind of a little bit too much on them. So these guys get to enjoy the Easter Sunday primetime slot. Scaroni dribbling forward, out now for Remmers as he thinks about taking on Aussie. Instead goes back for Scaroni. In his second season with Gold Coast United, Seb Scaroni. And Gold Coast United's women's team are also in action. They've just pulled one back against Penn Power. Cut to the replay of that one if you haven't already. Josh Musumisi in commentary over there. It's Thompson for Thompson King. He's dispossessed. Hart Phillips, who passes it straight to Tapaldo, and that was almost a very, very nervy moment for Lions, as Jackson Hart Phillips might have gotten a call from Tapaldo as he turned quickly and played it straight to the Gold Coast striker. It's the visitors' turn to turn up the pressure. As it goes all the way back for Saliadare. It feels like an eternity ago, but it was only 2 weeks for Gold Coast's last NPL action. As the offside flag has gone up against Remmers. Gold Coast's last NPL match was a 1-0 win over Moreton Bay. Kai Tapaldo with the goal in the 36th minute, but it was Carlos Saliadare with the big moment in that match, saving the penalty from Marquez Walters. Walters, one of the leading goal scorers in the opening month and a half of the NPL season. The Saints have taken a lead over Capalaba in that NPL women's match. Plenty of Easter Sunday action coming your way as the Football Queensland competitions. As Panetta picks that pass off and he drives into the box as he tries to fashion a little bit of space there, but last-ditch toe poke there from Rigby was enough to deny the onrushing Gold Coast winger. Check out the replay. From Panetta with 3 orange shirts around him, but Rigby marshalled him well, just kept his distance until it was time to jump in. Nichols just feigned a run to take a short corner. Changing up the angle with the low driving ball to the near box, and could fall now for Nichols to hit first time, blocked away by the backside of Aussie. All the way back for Saliadare, and Remmers had to make sure he got enough on that pass. That's nodded on, and the offside flag has gone up, much to the chagrin of those in white. Jared leaves it for Luke Borean. It's into the Gold Coast box. It's trying to be controlled by Aussie as Rydenton got a foot to it. A lunging challenge from Rigby, and that is going to be a free kick for, I think, I'd say enthusiastic nature of the lunge there from Jesse Rigby rather than any actual contact on Mitch Nichols. As Rigby's want to do, that's want with an O, is not afraid of a tackle. Thompson afforded a bit of space. Out now, Remmers on that sideline. Well, he cuts in. Mackay. Thompson King. He plays across in first time. Cut out by Ramazani. Thompson King can't find a way through Hart Phillips. Duckworth trying to go for a run as the Lions captain keeps possession for his side. Ramazani hands it over for his defensive partner, Tommy Jared. Phillips can't find an option he likes. So just recycles it back through Ramazani and Jared and McDonald as well, and eventually Lions switch the play from the right to the left. Aussie. There's a strong challenge in midfield there by Mackay, and Aussie eventually gets called for the foul. First, Saliadare for the free kick, and he launches it all the way over that far sideline. Nodded on by Cowburn. Panetta got a touch to it as he tries to go around Jared. The mere presence of Tommy Jared was enough to cause the heavy touch. Rigby starting to move, although it goes back now for Jared again. Jared has missed a few games this season for Lions, but still a good opportunity for him to stay fresh, I suppose. Did also get a chance to trial with the rule when they played against Leeds back in July. Former coach Warren Moon was very happy to give his former protege a chance. And that ball is curled through now for Remmers as again he can't find a way through Hart Phillips, Mackay, Nichols. And pressure being put on as Lions eventually clear it from their own end. Pengelly coming back to contribute. It's a little bit messy. Down goes Remmers, and Aussie gets called for another infringement. Nichols takes it quickly, and it is not going to be allowed to be play on by Mr. Fell. In part because Nichols was a good 5 yards away from where the free kick should have been taken, and also where the official was just wanting to perhaps have a little word with Joe Duckworth. Nichols will be looking to drop this one around about the penalty spot or just behind. It's A curling ball away, finds the head there of Panetta, and it just goes wide. Actually, it was Tapaldo whose head he found. That ball was curled in, and Golding was not far away either. Borean restarts with the pass to Ramazani. And Hart Phillips with Aussie in front of him. Instead goes inside for Rydenton. New Zealand national is dispossessed. Here is Nichols. And Calburn with a head of steam. It's a curling effort that just a little bit too tall for the options in the box to Paldo and Nichols. We've just ticked over half an hour played here at Luxury Paint Stadium at Richlands. It is round 6 of the NPL men's competition here in Queensland. Lions against Gold Coast United. This Easter Sunday special. James Coughlin in commentary. Bringing all the action on FQTV, and I hope you've enjoyed your chocolates today. And Panetta gets clipped, and that is going to be a yellow card for Matt Rydenton. That lunging challenge has tried to cut out the run of Nick Panetta. It was Rydenton's first booking of the season. Another chance for Gold Coast United. They had a free kick from a little bit more central and closer to this not so long ago. It's bad over where the ball was placed, but Thompson's free kick strikes the wall. And as is custom, free kick taker appealed for a handball and nothing was given. And a very cynical and physical challenge sees Golding go into the notebook as well. So both number 6s have gone into the book in the space of about 60 seconds. Golding with his second yellow card of the campaign. Jared searching ball forward, just a bit too far ahead of Ono. Both these sides were in Australia Cup action midweek. Lions won 6-1 over Logan Village. Well, Gold Coast 4-0 over Willowburn. Pengelly earns a free kick after Thompson is deemed to have had a hand on his back, I think. Ramazani now back for Borean. So he launches it all the way towards Pengelly, and the line striker that time out-muscling Thompson, who asks, "Where's my free kick, sir?" Not sure if that's a direct quote, but it's pretty much the gist of what he was saying. There's Rigby over for Rydenton. Another loose pass. Thompson King able to retrieve the ball after unintentionally impeding its progress, just like what happened with Panetta, but his fast feet is able to retrieve it. Thompson King cannot get the shot away with the lunging challenge from Pengelly. Pengelly has stayed down, and it's in the back of the net. Gold Coast have the lead, and it's Kai Tapaldo in a goalmouth scramble. And the visitors strike first at Richlands. And a loose clearance there from Jackson Hart-Phillips. Fell right to the Gold Coast striker, and it is Kai Tapaldo. He's nudging it past Luke Borean. And I'm not sure if might have picked up a knock in the celebration there, perhaps. So 35 minutes played. And Gold Coast with, well, if I'm not mistaken, is their first shot on target. And might actually also be the first shot on target of the match. Gives them a 1-0 advantage 10 minutes before half-time. And it looks like Pengelly might be talking himself into a spot of bother here, as there have been plenty of discussions taking place. I think Pengelly just escaping with a warning, as he feels like he might have been clipped in the build-up to that goal. And it's all a bit messy here for Lions at the moment, but they get us back underway. We'll have to shake off the frustration of conceding first. As Nichols had strayed offside. So Kai Tapaldo with his third NPL goal of the season and sixth all up. He's leading the line for Gold Coast United and proving to be a reliable outlet for Gray Piddock. And what do Lions have in response? Gold Coast actually getting back for Thompson, and Scaroni escapes the attention as eventually Nichols feeds in to Paldo. He goes head-to-head with Ramazani and also McDonald. Cowburn with the cross, and Borean was scrambling across. As it looks like Penn Power have their insurance goal. Their 2-goal advantage is restored over in the NPL women's competition. Just hear the talk from the Gold Coast players, just making sure everyone knows their responsibility. It's a well-drilled and well-organised team. And they'll have to be well-drilled against one of the most dangerous sides in the competition. Goes for Duckworth, sends it out wide. I know inside for Rigby, who tries to keep the move going as he was falling over, but played it just a little bit too far inside. Told by my sources on the sideline, there's a few words being exchanged between the benches as well. So it could get very heated over the next 50-plus minutes. Tapaldo lunged in, but Jared won the foot race to the ball. And here is Tommy Jared. 24, he's actually the eldest statesman of the back four for Lions right now. He's got a trio of 21-year-olds, including Hart Phillips alongside him. Duckworth battling in midfield. Looks like after the protestations there was an advantage played. Chested down by Pengelly. Right, Denton. And Duckworth can't bring that one under control. Sliding challenge from Golding. Yellow card, had to get every challenge right now. Right, Denton thought about the shot himself. Dispossessed. Thompson King over for Nichols. To Paldo. Ramazani with the well-timed intervention. Duckworth thought about the shot from range. And Hart Phillips back now. Ramazani, Lions reset. It's a lofted ball up to the back post and claimed under no pressure whatsoever by Saliadare. Veteran has started every NPL game since he moved to Queensland at the start of the 2022 campaign. And Hart Phillips called for the infringement on Mitch Nichols. Take a quick look again. It's a high ball in the air and plenty of arms in that challenge. Nichols takes it quickly and thankfully Pineda was alert to the danger as he bends that one to the empty space at the back post. Ramazani keeps it going. Hart Phillips again. Lions looking to make something happen down their left, which is their preferred side, slightly. 38% of their attacks come down their left, 37% through the middle, and just 26% of the time. Of course, when you factor in decimals, that all gets to 100%. But 26% down the right side. If you factor in that, the 26% for Lions going down their right-hand side is the lowest of any team in the NPL when you break the field up into thirds. That makes sense? I hope so. There's Tommy Jarrett. I know. Make something happen with McDonald. Now Ramazani over and back with Jared. Former Raw youth player Hassan Ramazani. As he leaves that for Hart Phillips. He'll drive for the byline. Deflected cross off Remmers and Saliadare was alert to the danger. That may be Lions' first strike on target. 43 minutes into the match. Remmers getting it back into his own half. Tapaldo has the offside flag go up against him. Unsurprisingly for a lone striker, Tapaldo is the most flagged player for offside on Gold Coast United, and just number 10 on the season for him. Thompson has his pass cut out by Rydenton. Rydenton just didn't have enough on that pass. Well, Rydenton didn't have enough on that pass to get it out for Ono, but that was also because he was under so much pressure. And at the second attempt, that free kick is eventually taken. Ramazani, he gets a chance to become the playmaker perhaps, or be Tommy Jarrod. We're now in first half stoppage time. Hart Phillips. There's Aussie on his left foot, Ivan Aussie, and a lunging block from Remmers. Nichols and Thompson just exchanged their views on the incident. Remmers recovered well, as it looked like Aussie might have had space to fire in a shot towards Saliadare. Now for the in-swing corner, plenty of orange jerseys to aim for. And it's Ivan Aussie who almost was able to get it on target and adamant that it was going to be a goal kick. The line's adamant that it was going to be a corner, but Saliadare will eventually get things back underway with the goal kick. We might have another minute or so to go. And that will be the final action of an eventful first half here at Luxury Paint Stadium. It is Gold Coast United leading Lions thanks to a goal from Kai Tapaldo. Both sides have had their share of chances, but it's been a real arm wrestle thus far. 45 minutes to go. What does it have to offer? Well, we'll be back with the second half after these messages.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Pride themselves on delivering top-quality FIFA regulation compliant goals. Each goal is made from durable, high-density, thick aluminium and then finished in a white powder coat. To provide quick delivery, Vito Sports stock all goals in this range within their Brisbane distribution warehouse, allowing customers to quote, order and deliver in a matter of days. If you'd like to inquire about the Vito Sports goal range, email us at admin@vitosports.com.
Welcome back to Luxury Paint Stadium here in Richlands for this round 6 clash between Lions and Gold Coast United from the NPL Queensland competition. James Coughlin behind the microphone for your Easter Sunday special. And Lions, well, they're very eager to get the second half underway. They trail by 1-0 thanks to Kai Tapaldo in the 35th minute. And it will be Gold Coast United kicking from right to left on your screen as they look to extend what is a fairly remarkable clean sheet streak. We conceded just one NPL goal all season. And that goal actually came on the 11th of March. It will be Andy Pengelly to get us underway. Let's do a quick check. Make sure every listed player is in action. Ramazani all the way out to that far touchline. Jackson Hart-Phillips. Searching ball to switch the play out for Aussie, who nodded it down the edge of the 18-yard box and all the way over the byline. Just as we get the second half underway, a quick update from around the grounds. This NPL round 6. Yesterday's scores: Gold Coast Knights 2-1 at Brisbane City. And Moreton Bay 2-0 over Redlands out at the Compass Grounds. The Raw 2-1 over Rochdale at AJ Kelly Park. It was a pretty profitable day for the Raw as a club out at Redcliffe yesterday, with the A-League side also picking up a 3-0 win over the Newcastle Jets. And a crunching challenge by McDonald on Pineda. Today we also have Sunshine Coast Wanderers taking on Easts. That one kicked off at the same time as this fixture. That one is launched long by Saliadare. Scoreless through 52 minutes up on the Sunshine Coast. And if you are inclined towards one of the clubs on this live stream, Gold Coast United took out a 2-0 win in the under-23s match. Goals from Lachlan Darrington and Habib Noorani. That preceded the NPL women's clash between Lions and Souths, which Lions won 6-1. Something of a moral victory for Souths. That was their first goal. What was that? A strong challenge by Hart-Phillips, and the fullbacks' struggles this evening are going to see him go into the referee's notebook. Yellow card number 1 for Jackson Hart-Phillips. As mentioned just quickly in the NPL women's match, Souths, with their goal, managed to break a 978-minute goal drought against Lions. Well, it wasn't all bad for the visitors in that game, and it's not all bad for the visitors in this game, as Mitch Nichols will look to turn provider from this free kick. Pineda coming short. And eventually Nichols comes up, strikes the ball towards the back post, palmed away by Borean, and the follow-up shot from Thompson is blazed high and very wide. Go to the replay. You can see Borean palming it away, and well, the only angle really available for Thompson with Duckworth closing him down. He took it. And in true centre-back fashion, Thompson made sure he put the laces through that strike. And Jared just nods it over the sideline. Nichols takes it before Cowburn can get there to take it from him. It's just really struggling to find a way through a stout Gold Coast defence. Here is Aussie as he has to work on Cowburn, but the former Newcastle Jets defender holding strong in the challenge. Ramazani in possession back and for a stroll. Denton going to curl that pass straight to Thompson. A lot of those lines passes at the moment are just hit and hope. Trying to find a challenge there, and Panetta somewhat cynically just launches that one possibly into the car park off to the left of screen. Ono trying to play it through. Duckworth, the left foot. It's deflected behind for a corner. As you can see the Lions once again going down their favoured left-hand side. Ono just threading the needle in behind Remmers, but coming across well was Golding. And goes to corner, punched away by Saliadare. Ramazani all by his lonesome on the edge of the centre circle. He'll come forward and take the strike on himself. Deflected out now. Here's Ono with Thompson King on his back. Rio Ono. And it's blocked away by Thompson. And Saliadare didn't cleanly gather that one. And Saliadare got a boot in the back from Rigby. And it is just going to be a free kick. See just the chaos in the box, and Saliadare didn't have control of the ball. And just running my numbers here in the commentary booth, I believe Gold Coast United's clean sheet streak has now crossed over 500 minutes in all competitions. However, Ivan Aussie would love to have something to say about ending that streak as he feeds Duckworth. Advantage played after midfielder was clipped. And East break the deadlock on the Sunshine Coast. The Lions turning up the heat here. Duckworth out now for McDonald. And Aussie, he was onside, but let that one go, thinking he was off. But the Gold Coast Central defenders were playing him on as he recovers and fired the ball into the middle, cleared away. Ono. Aussie Short this time, Denton across the face of goal, and nobody was there. Oh no, so close at the back post. That is generally Andy Pengelly territory, making the run into the right spot. Over Gold Coast, survive again. Borean, cool as you like, plays it away. Switched out by Denton. Ball in and just too tall for Denton. Switching ball trying to pick out Thompson King, but instead it was the head of Hart Phillips intervening. Tommy Jarrett. And just exchanging passes in a trio before it goes all the way back for Jarrett. Hart Phillips. And just too far out of the reach of Pengelly, but Gold Coast clearance, only providing some temporary respite. Here's Ono. And a lunging challenge from Remmers. Gets a foot to the ball, and now here come the visitors on the counter-attack through to Paldo. He's battling with Jarrett, and the experienced defender is able to slow him down. Mackay. Panetta's calling for the ball in the middle of the pitch, but doesn't quite reach him. Out wide now for Nichols with his years of experience. Cowburn inside Scaroni, Golding, and now out Thompson. And just a bit too much on that one. Nichols none too pleased with the service. Boren eventually just launches it towards Pengelly, who's battling once again with Thompson. And if you're scoring it in a points decision thus far, you'd have to give it to the Gold Coast United number 4. Another offside for Tapaldo. Just unable to be corralled by Hart Phillips. And Olympic have a lead at AJ Kelly Park. And we just wait for the signal from the referees. The assistant on the far side, Vicky Clark, just defers to Tom Fell. And Pengelly has gone down. And Piddock is wondering what's going on. As you can see, the disagreement with that decision on the Gold Coast bench at the top of the shot. Looks like Pengelly feels like he might have been caught by a stray arm, perhaps. The Lions marksman is back on his feet as eventually play will resume with a free kick for the home side, so in the opinion of the referee, there was something there. And Pengelly sending out wide now. Oh no. Curled effort in and could break now for Pengelly if not for the intervention of Remmers. And it's nodded on there by Pengelly and almost looked like he wasn't expecting that to reach him. As he just clipped that one over the bar. We'll go to the replay now and see this quick unfolding move. I think it might have just scraped off the head of Blake Thompson. That could be a very critical touch in the grand scheme of things. Ramazani back for Borean, and the defender gets the ball back instantly. Gold Coast looks a double their advantage, but Scaroni, he's under plenty of pressure. Golding comes out of his defensive line to win possession back, and he's kept the run going, Liam Golding. Although he put in a bit of a striker's challenge, and Golding is going to get a talking to now, as I can hear some people in orange feeling like that should have been a second booking for Liam Golding. However, Panetta has the ball back and looked to tee up the first time shot from Mackay, and it wasn't struck all that cleanly, and we're going to have first substitutions of the match now. Alex Walter coming on for Gold Coast. And Kai Tapaldo, the goal scorer, set to be withdrawn. So Alex Walter will now lead the line. Duckworth getting it away, and Ry Denton has got support out on that far side. It's Hart Phillips. As Ono comes out in support. Hart Phillips drills it over the byline via a deflection off the Gold Coast defender, so it's going to be a corner for the home side as Ry Denton heads over to take. It was Lockie Remmers, 21-year-old, holding up to the challenge. Plenty of bodies around Saliadare as the incoming corner is nodded away from the near post. McDonald back for Ramazani. Here's Aussie. And McDonald inside. Duckworth clips it over the top and just can't get it to hold up for Aussie. Lions have been a much stronger second half team in the league this season. 8 of their 12 goals so far have come in the second half. Capable of finishing strong, as Darren Syme will no doubt have his side fit and firing. Not just Darren Simons, fairly capable team of assistants. That one's headed by Walter. It just drifts wide off the far post. Quite a full-strength Lions side. Lee Fenton and Sean Carlos missing out tonight. And Finn Beakhurst also working his way back to health after injury. Jared heard the call for the pass, but couldn't pick out Rigby, and instead that pass is picked off by Nichols, and Walter, well, he was steaming forward with just a little bit too much acceleration. Nichols held the pass too long. And Lions also preparing another change. Looks of it, Nathan Shepherd set to make his way into the fray. 21-year-old veteran Nathan Shepherd is, for the time being, Calburn able to cut out the run of Aussie. Deflected cross finds its way into the feet of Duckworth. Now McDonald. There's Jared and now Ramazani. Ramazani on the turn. He thought about going for it himself, but that was a strong coming together between the two number 4s as both players are still down. Will we have a stoppage? As for now, it is time to continue. Panetta, he drives towards the box, cuts back onto his right foot, and a diving save by Borean denies Nick Panetta. As we've got a corner now, but that will come back as we see both Thompson and Ramazani still down, as that was an ugly coming together. And you can see Blake Thompson just trying to shake it off, and real concern for central defender for Lions, Hassan Ramazani, who's been one of their bright sparks thus far. Just going back, that was a phenomenal save by Borean at full stretch to deny the curling effort from Panetta. Ramazani will make his way off, possibly temporarily. And an applause from those in attendance for Hassan Ramazani. One of the most prominent passes on the team, Ramazani. 388 passes heading into this game. 87% completion rate. And since joining Lions, missed one NPL game. It was 2022 round 17 against East, and that was after a red card, which he picked up down against Gold Coast Knights. Blake Thompson, another marker of consistency. He's making his 28th straight NPL start since the beginning of the 2022 season, and as he makes his way into the box, he might fancy himself a chance to get on the end of the corner. Will we perhaps see that change from Lions first? Just making sure everyone's Got their man at this set piece. It's a low ball. Ramazani waved back on. Ono nods it forward. And now Lyons breaking down that far sideline. He's got Duckworth steaming through the middle. And that ball forward finds Duckworth. He gets around Saliadare, but the offside flag had gone up. And Duckworth so close. You can see him going through the centre circle on the replay. Oh, so close, and it looks like we've got two changes being made now. Blake Thompson feeling the effects of that collision before. He's been replaced, as has Ivan Ozzie. And Nick Panetta also getting withdrawn. So Panetta's last involvement. So there's Connor Smith and Curtis Stollery coming on for Blake Thompson and Nick Panetta. Long ball trying to pick out Stollery, who's a pretty good goal record this season. 4 goals from 7 appearances in all competitions. Connor Smith, the playmaker from Gold Coast, just adds a little bit more, I don't want to say guile to that midfield, but tactical nous and creativity. Looks like Scaroni is now going to deputise at centre-back for the next 20 or so minutes. Changes, they are afoot. Shepherd has taken up station on the right wing. Lyons still looking for a way through this Gold Coast defence. And a free kick for the challenge from behind by Walter. Beautiful ball through. Could tee up a chance for Pengelly at the near post, but Saliadare up to it first, and all things considered, a fairly civil greeting between the striker and the goalkeeper. Now for Stollery on the turn, can't get the shot away after the lunge from Jared. Pass intercepted by Calburn as his pass just can't find the angle for Stollery. Shepherd, Pengelly. Gold Coast once again, white shirts are back in numbers. Ramazani. Shepherd Trying to exchange passes with Ono, but the former Moreton Bay United man can't get his pass in now. And here's Gold Coast on the counter-attack. It's Walter. He's driving into the box. Ramazani, can he catch him? Alex Walter with the left-footed strike and just put it wide. And the pressure from behind from Ramazani, Walter feels like it might have been a little bit too much. He just asked the question, referee, was it a penalty? But he got the shot away and just couldn't get it on target. Gold Coast looking to put this game away on the counter. They're going to be under plenty of pressure in the next quarter of an hour plus, as that curling effort towards the back post, headed back by Shepherd. First time shot taken by Rydenton and blocked away. Throw in by McDonald. Ramazani, he's looking fit and firing after that collision before and trying to play in Duckworth, but strong work by the Gold Coast midfielders. That might have actually been Connor Smith. Looks like it's going to continue to be a frustrating night for Lions at home. Here is Rydenton dispossessed. Mackay flips it forward. Thompson King. Drill it into the nearest Lions defender, and now here come the hosts as they look to break. However, in the space of seconds, Gold Coast have everybody back in their own half. Scaroni nods it away. McDonald. Now, here come the visitors again, but Ramazani, once again, finding himself in the right place to just cut out a Gold Coast attack, and thus far he remains arguably the most impressive player in orange this evening. And Golding just escapes the press. He's able to get it out for Cowburn. Quick interchange down that far sideline. Sees Walter launch it towards the back post, and Stollery had the goal at his mercy after Borean couldn't get a bit of contact on that. However, I don't think he was expecting it to reach him. Borean making his second start of the season for Lions. 32-year-old back at Richlands. He's filling in for Aidan Munford. Here's Rydenton, and he thought about the shot, instead tried to tee up Pengelly. And Smith actually gets it to Mackay, and Thompson King out for Stollery, and when Gold Coast break, they do have, it should be at the very least, a one-on-one matchup, but now they need to go on the defensive as Shepherd. Puts it on the left foot and going to find the head of Scaroni as it skids behind for a corner. 11 minutes to go. And we could have some changes coming about. Fletcher McDonald looks like he's making his way off the pitch.
Substitution for line. Number 18.
You can see Giancarlo Solorzano making his way right into the personal space of Carl Saliadare. The cross goes in as it's punched away by the Gold Coast shot stopper. That was almost an Olympico. Jesse Rigby and Fletcher McDonald. The one's withdrawn. And Giancarlo Solorzano, one of the players to enter the fray. And Dom Horwood, the 19-year-old, recent arrival from the Raw. Looks like Lions are shifting their focus to all-out attack with the introduction of a third central defender. So take up station on the right-hand side of the back line. Jared in the middle and Ramazani out on the left. And Ramazani just cannot find a pass to play forwards and is forced to send it back into his own half for Jared. And now here comes Horwood. And Rydenton, another pass into the box, but can only find the Gold Coast players. Stollery. Long frame Curtis Stollery going for a run. Gold Coast just happy to hold on to the ball for the time being. Mackay. The player is very busy, and the oldest player on the pitch, Justin Mackay at 36. I think you'd know it based on how sprightly he's looking. Nichols back now for Mackay as he'll clip it to a free man at the back post, and Thompson King cannot get clean contact on it and just spooned it up in the air for Borean. Will he be made to rue that missed chance? Lions now coming forward. Ramazani out wide for Ono. And Horwood with room to run as Gold Coast with two banks, 4 at the back and then 5 in midfield. Remmers can't get the block in, but Golding can. And number 6 for Gold Coast United, he remains a rock at the back. Right into the vicinity of Saliadare again, they do, and he punches it away again. Saliadare answering all the questions being asked of him at the moment. Goes towards the back post, headed away. Mackay is the one with the intervention. Maybe called on again as Hartfields clips it into the box, and a diving effort, Justin Mackay, making sure that no one in orange is going to get to that one first. I think we'll have time to bring you a replay. We'll stay with live action. And Slorzano just cause a headache for Saliadare, and over the top of everyone it goes. And again, Lions trying to challenge that 6-yard box. However, finding no joy. It was 3 straight corners. I think we may have a few seconds before this one gets put back into play. Told former Gold Coast United goalkeeper coach Paul Jones is in the crowd, and he's been working with the Raw this season. As he plays it out now for Stollery, left-footed cross into the near post, and it was Ramazani getting in there with the block. And that is Nichols, by the looks of it, down injured. Let's see if we can catch that on the back end of the replay. It's just a coming together. And the medical staff instructed to stay away. Nichols back on his feet and cleared to play. And we will have a sub for Gold Coast United as Mr. Fell makes it clear that the added time is being noted. And it looks like that'll be Thompson King making his way off.
Substitution for the Gold Coast, number 13, Joe Kyle, number 6, Liam Golden.
And that is Jared Kyle making his way onto the pitch for Riley Thompson King. Ramazani. Playing it forward, and Slorzano unable to win that battle. Gold Coast ironclad defence still holding strong. 86 minutes into the game. Shepherd cutting back inside. He'll take the shot on himself and can only find the backside of Hart Phillips. Jared watching, with Kyle watching closely. That was the final substitution window for Gold Coast United as well. Lions still have the option for one last roll of the dice as Duckworth is dispossessed by Kyle. Nichols has made a run forward. Instead it goes out wide for Walter. Walter has a pair of orange jerseys in front of him as the duo of Ramazani and Ono take the ball back. Quite panic stations yet for Lions. Still 2.5 minutes plus, we'd say 4 or 5 minutes of stoppage time to find an equaliser. Wide it goes, Shepherd. Wall of opposing players in front of him. Duckworth. Through the legs of Mackay, but Nichols tracking back to cover his former Brisbane Roar teammate. Nichols and Slorzano It's part of Ange Postecoglou's title-winning sides.
Substitution for Lions. Recording that pitch and
So the substitutions, as you might have just heard Sue mentioning, is the bench emptied for Lions. Novak Klajic coming on, and also Jake Buller-Minette. And somewhat surprisingly, it is Andy Pengelly and Joe Duckworth coming on, although Pengelly, by his standards, has been a little bit quiet tonight. Duckworth just hasn't had the ball on a string as we've seen him do it so in the past. Klajic, the youngster, to make a bit of magic happening as he tries to tee up Shepherd. Shot blocked by Golding. Well, everyone's back for Gold Coast, so that clearance can only find Ramazani. Into the box. And Minette loses out. Here's Kyle from a tight angle, and he might opt to go for the corner until some support arrives. And through it goes Jared Kyle from the tight angle and blocked by Ramazani. And it was actually a double deflection off Kyle as we move into stoppage time. Lions with the goal kick. That ball gets launched over the sideline by Remmers. Here come the home side, searching for an equaliser. There is not a lot of space out there. And that miscommunication is pounced on. Gold Coast get the ball back. And Lions not fans of that free kick given against them. And the hurry up being given to Scaroni. I'm sure he'll just put a boot through it and get it as far away from his goal as he can. Perhaps a little bit too far away from his goal as that goes over the byline, and his possession back to Lions from a goal kick. Still time to go. Lions, can they find the equaliser? Gold Coast clean sheet streak. Have another match added to it. Lions, they don't get shut out at home all that often. The last side to do it was Brisbane Roar in the 2021 then FFA Cup, now Australia Cup. It's been even longer in the league. That ball gets launched over the sideline by Golding. He's been uncompromising from his centre-back spot all night. Throw taken from a long way back by Jared. Now Ramazani switches it out. Horwood. Minette. And can't play it through for Nichols. Picks that pass off, and now here come Gold Coast through Smith. Stollery getting onto the end of the pass. Will he look for Mitch Nichols in the middle? His interception started this move. And Stollery bringing down his opposing number, and a fairly cynical kick out there by Smith as he tried to stop the run of Jared. Didn't actually slow him down, however. And now here's Solorzano. Can he find the right delivery into the box? Or will it be Rydenton? Curling ball towards the back post, played back across, and off target by Tommy Jared, who'd come forward. Just talking to for Justin Mackay. Saliadare will saunter over to the 6-yard box, and that was the chance for Lions. Saliadare finding Stollery. And with Lions committing numbers forward. Many defenders there as Ramazani sends it all the way back for Borean. Quick check on the referee. Looked at his watch. This may be last chance saloon now for Lions. They've got plenty of players forward. As that ball is too far ahead of Klajic, and Saliadare will take every second available to him. You can see Salorzano just waiting behind Saliadare. Forward wins the header. Nichols forward for Kyle. Minette. And it is not enough for Lions. They lose at home as the Gold Coast United clean sheet streak adds another name to its list. Kai Tapaldo's goal in the 35th minute. All that separates the two sides as Gold Coast move to the summit of the NPL through 6 weeks. And it was a proper arm wrestle here at Lions Stadium. Both sides traded plenty of blows, but that's where it is. We've got a catch-up weekend next weekend, so not a lot of action. This has been a production of Double Take Sports. Enjoy the rest of your Easter weekend. I'm James Coughlin. We'll see you later.